So I'm answering your questions. The way it works is you subscribe and you ask me a question, and I do my best to answer it as best as I can. Okay? So you wanted to know about my best and worst moments in my radio career. How much time have you got? Let me start with my worst. Worst, 2007, 2008. And what made that horrible is not just what was going on in the country during the post-election violence, but it was the inability to be in control of the show, of what I was going to say next, but also being very unsure about when this song ends and I open the microphone, what do I say? And for a person who's very clear that the way radio works is that you're always ahead of your audience, you're thinking ahead, you always deliver because you have thought it through. 2007, 2008 didn't give me much maneuver for that. But worse still, it was just the nature of the info that I had to put out there. I did not in any form or manner enjoy my job at that time. Best moment in radio? Wow, where do I start? I need to say this and say it honestly every day, because I don't know whether, and I hope people who do this job will, agree with me. There's nothing as wonderful as having an audience. Having an audience is a privilege, first and foremost, but it's being able to get to the studio, log on to the system, and especially the SMS system, and find 300 SMSs. These are people who are anticipating you, who are waiting. It's like, let's get on with this conversation. It's the phones ringing even as you walk into the studio. So every day is amazing. But I think I would actually go back to 1998. And I think that's when the radio bug got me. In the worst circumstances, by the way, was the bombing of the US Embassy. And I worked for Capital at the time, and Capital is on the 19th floor of Lonro House. And I remember all we felt was a little, movement. It wasn't a shake, it was a little movement. And if you look out, towards Reinsurance Plaza and Aga Khan Walk, we saw a little bit of smoke. And I remember walking out of the building with Alan Oyugi and our technical director then, a guy called Kenny Monroe. And as we went down Aga Khan Walk and we went past Reinsurance Plaza, there was glass. And then past Uchumi, and we kept moving. And as we moved on and on and on, the amount of glass we saw. But that wasn't the bug. The bug was setting up this shoestring OB facility right outside Cooperative Bank building, and being there from 11 in the morning until the next day. And I don't remember thinking about sleeping or eating. And it was watching the Israeli rescue team come in and watching them do their thing. And then, 2 days later, watching the US crew come in and meeting these people and hearing about their work, but also having this moment where I'm in the moment and telling the story back on air to Zane and Joe Tunis. And I think then the bug got me and I never walked away. It was 1998, the bombing of the US Embassy. I think radio for me was really born then. So when I think about it retrospectively, strangely my career was defined by two very heavy moments in our history. So there you are. Subscribe! Ask away, but subscribe first. Thank you.